Let's talk about the mortgage process, and I'll explain it step by step. Interest rates, credit scores, down payment, closing costs. It's a lot. In this video, I'm going to break down the entire mortgage process, step by step, in plain English. No fluff, no pressure, just the facts you actually need before talking to a lender. If this helps you, hit like, subscribe, and let's get into it. What a mortgage is. At its core, a mortgage is simply a loan used to buy real estate. You borrow money from a lender, you buy the home, you repay the loan over time. The house itself is the collateral. Every mortgage has three main parts: the loan amount, the interest rate, and the loan term. Most people choose a 30-year or a 15-year mortgage. Your monthly payment is made up of four things: principal, interest, taxes, and insurance. You'll hear this called PITI. Types of mortgages. There are four main loan types most buyers fall into. First, your conventional loans. These are great for borrowers with strong credit. You can put as little as 3 to 5% down, and mortgage insurance can be removed later. Second, FHA loans. These are more flexible with credit scores. They require 3.5% down, but mortgage insurance is required for the life of the loan. Third, VA loans. These are for eligible veterans and service members. They offer 0% down and no monthly mortgage insurance. Fourth, USDA loans. These are for certain rural areas. They also offer 0% down, but income limits apply. Here's the key thing to remember. There is no single best loan. The best loan depends on your credit, your income, your goals, and how long you plan to stay in the home. Let's talk credit scores. Your credit score matters more than most people realize. It affects your approval, your interest rate, and your monthly payment. Even a 20 to 40 point difference can cost you thousands of dollars over the life of the loan. Here's a simple breakdown. 760 and above gets the best pricing. 700 to 759 is very strong. 620 to 699 is workable. Below 620, options become limited. One important tip: do not open new credit, do not buy a car, do not finance furniture. Not before and not during the mortgage process. Now, down payments and closing costs. Let's clear up a big myth. You do not need 20% down to buy a home. Many buyers use 3 to 5%. Some programs require 0 down. Now let's talk about closing costs. Closing costs are usually 2 to 4% of the purchase price. They include things like lender fees, title costs, escrows, and prepaid taxes and insurance. Here's the good news. In many cases, closing costs can be negotiated or partially covered by the seller. This is where strategy matters. The pre-approval process. Pre-approval is one of the most important steps in the process. It tells you what you can afford before you shop. Here's how it works. You complete an application, your credit is reviewed, your income is verified, your assets are reviewed, and the loan is run through underwriting software. Documents usually include pay stubs, W-2s, or tax returns, bank statements, and ID. One important thing to know: a pre-approval is not a guarantee. Your file is reviewed multiple times before closing. From contract to closing, once your offer is accepted, the real process begins. First, home inspection. Then, the appraisal. Next, full underwriting review. After that, final approval. And finally, clear to close. Most transactions take 30 to 45 days. The biggest delays usually come from missing documents, job changes, large unexplained deposits, or new debt. Refinancing means replacing your current mortgage with a new one. People refinance to lower their rate, lower their payment, pull cash from equity, or shorten their loan term. Here's the truth. A lower rate alone does not always mean savings. Refinancing only makes sense when the numbers work for your situation. Here are my final thoughts. Mortgages don't have to be confusing. When you understand the process, you make better decisions and avoid costly mistakes. If you're buying or refinancing and want real numbers based on your situation, not guesses, there's a link below where you can run scenarios or schedule a quick call. No pressure, just clarity. Thanks for watching, and I hope this helped. Subscribe for weekly mortgage and home buying education.